If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Hampton Roads Show. We have a great show for you today as our special Sweethearts Week continues. Chef Chris Hill is in the kitchen with us today. He's going to show us how to make a tasty dish for your sweetheart, vanilla saffron tilapia with orzo pasta, along with an after-dinner drink that is sure to impress.
Wow, all right. Talk about sweets for your sweetie. Patrick Evans Hilton from Hampton Roads Magazine is here with us this morning for some great ideas for dining out with your Valentine, from the delicious deals to the elegant and extravagant.
And on this week's edition of Wreck on the Road, passion in the pool. Find out how that sparked a special romance between these two Olympians who now swim for Old Dominion University.
Passion in the pool.
I tell you what, if you can look across and see somebody in goggles and a skin cap and be like, you are
and
hot.
a Speedo.
That is loud.
Well, it's not from up here. I mean, bathing suits don't leave much to the imagination.
I know, but I'm just saying, look, I know what I look like in a swim cap and goggles. It's like,
Especially afterwards, after it's been on for a while, the raccoon
Suction
face.
to your eye.
Exactly, something swimmers can appreciate, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate these beautiful flowers that arrived today, the flower arrangements in our studio, courtesy of Sweethearts Week. We want to thank Flowers and More for sending them over to help us stay in the Valentine's spirit this week. They are beautiful and they smell nice.
From SMK Flowers and More.
And they're going to be here tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Oh, they are? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Maybe show us a thing or two about picking out a good arrangement.
Yes.
You don't want to send somebody flowers and then have them get all crispy and gross in a day.
Well, do you like flowers at Valentine's Day?
I do.
Good.
Who doesn't?
I do. I mean, I like flowers anytime, though. I don't necessarily,
Yeah.
It doesn't have to
you
be a
know,
special
it doesn't
occasion?
have, no, it doesn't.
And it doesn't
No,
have
it
to be a
doesn't.
whole bouquet.
It doesn't, Kev.
It can just be one. Is he watching?
Oh, my
It
gosh.
just be one. Just like a rose.
I was
Yeah.
I was a kid who bribed the teachers. I used to always take flowers to the teachers.
Really?
Hoping it would get me somewhere. I still do to my wife.
Well,
Good.
Big flower giver, because I like
Understandable.
flowers.
understandable.
Yeah, understandable. Wait, out of the doghouse, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever works.
they should take the dog bowl as a base and make the,
Put
you
the
know,
flowers
like
in it.
the you're the
Yeah.
doghouse
I'm
bouquet.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You're welcome. SMK Flowers, maybe you can do that. Get a little Fido bowl, put an arrangement in it so Chris has
Put
something to
Chris's
bring
name.
home.
That's right.
On the bottom rim.
Right, you could personalize it.
Personalize it. Honey, I'm sorry. Love,
Woof,
Chris.
woof, with a
The
dog bone.
doghouse bouquet.
Yeah.
Okay, enough of that.
All right, we already know the story about how you met your sweetie.
Yes, she was waiting tables at Aldo's. Boom, there she was. I'll take that.
Love at first sight.
It was.
Right on. So we want to know this morning, how did you meet your sweetie? Because there's a story out today that online dating is now the second most popular form of matchmaking, other than being set up by your friends. So lots to talk about there. Would you let your friends set you up with somebody? Do you do the online thing? One thing that the research firm cautioned, though, is to watch out for companies who say they take a scientific approach to romance, because, you know, that would have to be independently corroborated, and that has never really been done for like a Match.com or an eHarmony. And
Right.
do you really think there's a science to it? I don't know.
Dating?
I don't know.
Online? I mean, it seems like it's the way that it's going, just with technology, Facebook
Yeah.
and everything, but, you know,
And people are busy.
past sweethearts I've met, it's all been the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
You just meet someone out somewhere or through a friend. I guess I would trust a friend, but then again, I don't know. Blind date? Have you ever been on a blind date? I've never been on a blind date.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
And you're trying to forget that memory.
No. It was a good guy. It was just like kind of a total last-minute thing, you know.
Did your friend set it up?
Yeah, a friend and her boyfriend, we all wanted to go to a concert, you know, 4 tickets, I was the third wheel, so he brought a friend, and, you know, he was a nice guy.
Yeah.
It was just I made that face because it was a long time ago, and I was really trying to remember. It wasn't like
What was the show?
a flashback.
What was the show? Remember?
Jimmy Buffett.
Can't go wrong.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know about the online dating. I think it's. I think when you find two people that have a lot of things in common and common interests, I think it can work out, and I think there is certainly a science to it. I mean, but whether or not people are compatible, that's something they have to figure out.
Right.
But it's a good way to start the conversation. But online dating, I haven't done it, but I would give it 2 thumbs up.
Well, you know, people can lie, and I look like this, and I'm here, and I'm that, and then when you meet them, it's like, you know, it can be a red flag too. So.
All right, well, let us know what you think about that.
Yeah,
How'd you meet your sweetie?
let's stick with sweethearts and couples, and there's a very high-profile couple in the news right now, and now it's 2 days after the Super Bowl. Tom Brady and his wife, Gisele Bündchen. As we all know, she's a supermodel. Well,
she is?
Yes, she is. Well, she was caught after the game. She was walking out, and somebody put a camera on her, and she was being heckled. And this is what she said. She said, "My husband cannot bleep, throw the ball, and catch the ball at the same time." In that quick little statement, she threw a bunch of Patriots under the bus. And we're wondering, if you're Tom, how do you approach that? Because, you know, maybe she should have been quiet. Maybe she shouldn't have said anything. But she basically said that my husband did no wrong. And honestly, I don't think Tom was all that sharp in the game. And some of the passes were very difficult for the receivers to catch. So, I mean, I know she's sticking up for her man, which she's supposed to do. But how do you deal with that if you're Tom? Do you say, "Honey, please don't say that in the public eye"?
Yeah.
Very sensitive when it comes to telling your wife something.
I saw the video of how it happened, and my thought on it is I'm sure she wasn't the only football wife from the Patriots that had something to say about the game. She just happened to get caught on camera saying it was really like under her breath. You could hear she was standing at the elevator, but a fan had heckled her, you know, about Eli Manning with her husband. So she just, I think, got caught in the moment, and now she's going to have to, I think she should maybe come out and say something like, I didn't mean that, or just for her husband's sake, because he has to go back to those guys, and you never know what his teammates are going to be like, "Hey, with your wife." But I think she just happened to get caught saying it. But I don't think she, by all means, was the only one.
She did a pretty human thing, I think, in that moment, you know, and I
it's
think
just like,
what happens from here, whether she decides to retract it or, I don't
not
know.
say anything.
I mean, I think it's unfortunate that she, because she's a celebrity or whatever, she's kind of lost the ability to, you know, walk around muttering like like any of us can, you know what I mean?
But what does Tom say? I mean, how does he handle it as a husband?
What would you say?
Sure he's
What would I
handling
say?
it.
Be more careful next time.
I don't think you
As
make a big
carefully
deal
said
out of it
as
because
possible.
it's done. It's
The
done.
media,
It's
we're
done.
making a big deal out about it. It was like front page news, and
Yeah.
I'm sure he's said something to her. Maybe he'll come out and say something, or maybe he'll have to address his teammates.
I don't
That'll
think
be his
Tom's going to
call.
say anything. I think he's going to go into hiding for a couple weeks.
Really?
I don't know that they necessarily need to address it.
No,
Yeah.
probably not.
You know,
I'll
'cause
tell you
it
what,
just-
though,
they
a couple of
just-
those
just let it
receivers
go.
and their wives are probably not real
Oh,
happy
I
about
And
it.
hopefully they're bigger people. Hopefully they're grown-ups and aren't going to really get up, you know?
You know, when you lose, you don't point fingers.
No,
You
no.
take
I mean,
it as
yeah,
a
but
team.
she
You know,
was
if you lose, you know,
frustrated.
win as a team, lose as a team.
Yeah.
Don't start pointing fingers.
I think if he had said it in a press conference, it would be a lot worse. You know,
Yeah.
if he said, "Hey, I can't catch it too," but you know, she's coming
can't
from an emotional
control
place,
her.
as we said, and I just don't think you put as much stock in it because she said it at an elevator than if he said it in the post-game press conference. All right,
Wow. Okay.
we're out of time now.
We want to know.
That's why they're
what
hot
you're
topics,
saying.
because they're hot.
It's hot. Join the conversation. Join us on Facebook. Let us know what you think, or on Twitter at HR_show, as we invite Jeremy Wheeler in to get us out of this hot mess that we've got ourselves into. Okay, so you're married to a supermodel, and she says something in the public eye. How do you handle it?
Well, it's tough because, you know, if he, you know, corrects her or speaks for her, then he's going to get flack for, you know, correcting the lady and
what I mean, just leave it
you know,
alone.
Yeah.
I think
Don't make
most
it
need
go
to leave
on and on.
I think maybe it wouldn't hurt if they came out and just did a quick explainer saying, well, you know, it was a heated moment, you know, really emotional, you know, just glance it over and then, you know, just go away. But
Yeah.
with digital media these days, you just can't hide.
She just
Well,
happened to get
Everybody's
caught.
out there to get response and get, you know, get the story.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. You can't hide from cameras now.
Yeah, and you can't hide from weather either.
No, you can't. But today we shouldn't need to hide from the weather. It should be pretty nice outside. We got sunshine. We got mostly sunny. Temperatures in the upper 50s. Should be pretty good out there. Tomorrow a little bit cooler. Maybe a stray shower, but other than that, just lots of clouds and highs low to mid 50s. A little cooler Thursday. Highs in the upper 40s. A little recovery Friday, but then look at Saturday and Sunday. High temperatures going to be in the mid 40s, and some of the computer models coming in saying maybe a few sprinkles or maybe even a few flurries on Saturday, depending on the timing of some moisture. So we'll see. But definitely a cold weekend ahead. Lows will be in the 20s for everywhere going into Sunday morning. All right, so with that said, let's pull out the pop quiz, which is real hot going on today. All right, first clue is this: 300 soldiers, green and gold. It's a special 300 soldiers, by the way. Local education and founded in 1935. So good luck to you out there. Ariane's
I'm excited.
She's
Oh
got
my
this
gosh.
one, I guess. All right.
After like
Good
8
luck out
months.
there.
I know the answer. All right, guys, tell them what they can win. I'm going to head to the kitchen.
All right, today's prize is, ooh, how about this for a Valentine's
Nice.
gift? It's a half-day spa package from ARE Health Center and Spa. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com, click the pop quiz button at the top right-hand corner of the screen.
All right, back in the kitchen this morning with Chris Hill from The Bachelor Kitchen. We're just a week away. Can you believe it? Until Valentine's Day.
I know, big day for everybody, I think.
So tell the fellas, well, ladies, you can make this too, but you're The Bachelor Kitchen, the guys. What are you going to make? What can you make?
Something super easy. Go buy it the night before. You can do half of it ahead of time. That way you're not knee-deep in dishes, and when you're trying to be romantic and take care of your girl. So really easy. We have some tilapia that we're doing with the saffron vanilla sauce. It's going to be really nice and rich, but light at the same time. And then we're doing that with an orzo pasta, which is super easy. Then you're going to have a little cocktail to kind of lighten the mood.
The after-dinner drink.
Yeah.
Okay, is this champagne?
Champagne.
Yeah.
Doing a little like peach thing, so it should be really tasty.
All right, we're going to get started on this when we come back. Thanks,
Sounds
Chris.
good. Thank you.
All right, still ahead on the Hampton Road Show. Eating healthy doesn't have to cost a lot. Up next, we'll talk with Food Network's Sarah Moulton about some clever ways to enjoy more nutritious foods without busting your grocery budget.
That's us. Okay, I get excited when they do the pan shots. Back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Chef Chris Hill from The Bachelor Kitchen, making vanilla saffron tilapia with orzo pasta, and a little later we're going to have an after-dinner drink. So, fellas, listen up. We're going to have all this on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com, as well as your website, but easy dish.
Easy dish.
You don't want all the crazy mess when you're trying to be
super
romantic.
cheap, too. You know, tilapia, it's real palatable. It's not super strong, like some people get kind of scared off by salmons and tunas.
Yeah.
It's real easy. And the sauce, if you don't like seafood, throw it with some chicken to be really good, or some pork. So,
okay, so we can kind
the
of
sauce is really versatile, absolutely.
Let's talk about ingredients. We have it on the screen really quick, what you're going to use.
Okay, I'm going to start here with some onion.
Okay.
Cut off the ends and then take the skin off. And then we have some garlic. We have some vanilla. I use vanilla bean usually. I couldn't find any, so I just have some vanilla extract.
Okay.
And then, but if you have vanilla bean, just slice it down the middle and then
All right.
throw the beans in there. We have some chicken broth, some white wine, and then some cream and some thyme.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the garlic and the onion.
Okay.
Throw that in with the thyme as well, and then get that started to kind of start building the flavors.
Okay, and so we have two pans going here. What do we
Yeah.
have in there? Is that olive oil or butter?
That's it's butter in here,
Okay.
just for the flavor, and
Okay.
then we're going to actually throw the fish in this other pan.
All right. Now, how hot do you want your pan to cook
We're
your
looking
fish?
like a medium to like medium-low heat for this.
Okay. 'Cause
Really
it
just
cooks-
trying to build the flavors and have them come out. So that's the garlic there.
Okay.
And then for the thyme, it's really easy. You can just take some of these sprigs and strip them right off the
Okay.
little branches. And that's just going to start to build a little aromatic flavor to
Okay.
it as well.
Gotcha.
So while that gets going,
All right. I just happened to just take it upon myself and
yeah,
start helping here.
please.
So.
So I'll
right.
start over here. I'll start to season the fish for us. We're going to have like a medium heat for the fish. Just a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of thyme too. So that'll be kind of
Do you
going
want to
throughout.
season your fish a lot or just keep it real light?
I think we're light.
Yeah.
Nothing. The worst thing I think you can do is overpower something,
Yeah.
especially with a really delicate flavor like tilapia or any
Okay.
sort of like whitefish.
Yeah, tilapia. I like tilapia. It's really mild.
Yeah, it
Some
is.
fish is really fishy, and you're like, that.
But like for those people that like chicken, they're trying to branch out in the seafood realm.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
Okay.
So, but we have like a medium to medium high heat here for
Okay.
the tilapia.
Okay.
And the difference between the oil and the butter is the burning temperatures. You get this a lot hotter, so we can get a nice little crisp on the tilapia.
For the oil. Okay.
Yep. So then
Gotcha.
flip it, and it'll be really tasty. by
Now,
the
how
end.
long on each side? 'Cause
We're looking
I know-
like 2 to 3 minutes. These are like probably a third of a pound each. These
Okay.
not real. And then you want that nice sear when,
Yeah. You hear that?
when it hits the pan. So there we
Okay.
go. And again, about 2 or 3 minutes aside, we'll flip it, and then it will be good. We'll
Okay.
season the other side as well.
All right.
And if you want to throw the rest of these 2 smaller
These-
cups in there, yep.
in here?
Yep, that's
Okay.
the white wine.
All right.
And then you have the chicken broth as well.
Okay.
We'll turn it up just a little bit and have that simmer down some, and it will reduce.
Okay.
And then we'll add the
Do we want, do you want your, like, onions to brown to get caramelized?
no, you're
or
really
no?
trying to build the
Okay.
flavors out, bring the
Okay.
flavors out of them. And then if you'd like to also, you can grab that vanilla.
This, okay,
Yep.
in here?
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then once this reduces, we'll add the saffron, the cream.
Okay.
It'll be really beautiful. And a lot of people don't really know much about saffron, but it's one of those really super expensive prices. I mean, it's like $18 for an ounce.
Really?
Which is,
And you don't use a lot, though,
You don't.
right?
Use just a pinch, which is
Okay.
what we'll do here in a little bit.
Okay.
But it really brings out a beautiful orange, kind of reddish color to it.
Okay.
And then also brings a little bit of spice to it. It's a little bit bitter, but it really just rounds out the dish really nicely.
How do you come up with a lot of these dishes? Do you just kind of test them in your kitchen? You know?
I mean, obviously, I've tested a lot of these. Actually, this one here is what I'm working on with the cookbook I'm doing.
Okay.
But a lot of it inspiration from chefs that I've been growing up watching, especially with the whole Food Network and Food TV days. So.
And you've been working, I know you don't have your cookbook out, but that's something it's a work in progress.
It sure is,
Yeah.
and it's a monumental task, if nobody knows. So.
But you have a website.
Our
How about
website's
that?
bachelorkitchen.com, so if you get a chance, check that out.
And you're also on Facebook, so if guys, you know, do you ever get people that contact you and they're like, I just need an idea, I need a dish?
All the time,
Help me.
actually, yeah, especially on Facebook. It's so easy, everything's right there. And I'm actually next Tuesday for Valentine's Day, I'm throwing a singles kind of mixer I'm going to cook for everybody.
Okay.
So if there's anybody out there that wants to partake, hit me up on Facebook.
Okay.
Bachelor Kitchen, or facebook.com / Bachelor Kitchen.
Okay. Just
Or,
type in Bachelor Kitchen. You're sure to pull
I'm the
up.
first one to pull up.
All right, we're going to let this go in. We're going to work on our after dinner drink and then put all of it together in our next segment. Thanks,
Sounds good.
Chris.
Thank you.
Over to the buzz.
Alrighty, we are talking about Valentine's Day today. Chris Hill said he's throwing a little mixer. That could be the perfect way to meet your sweetheart. And we were talking about how do you meet somebody these days? Online dating is now the second most popular form of matchmaking.
Next to...
Number one is still like meddling friends and
Nice.
family. I
Not a
mean
bad
meddling
thing.
in a nice way.
Not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea to always have, you know, if there's somebody your friends could vouch for. But then if you don't like them, and then you're both in the circle of friends, that could be awkward. Let's see. Candice says, I met my husband the old-fashioned way. I don't really see the point in online dating because people lie more on the internet. You never really know the person until you meet each other face to face. I don't trust online dating at all. I say get off your booty, go out and meet people. Get up and get out there, she says.
Just
What do you
get
think
out
about that?
there. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think you just never know when you're going to meet the right person. You don't know where or when it's going to happen, but
Yeah.
definitely get out there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're stuck, in a routine, you might not meet that person. You got to change things up a little bit.
People lie in person too, you know.
That's true.
But I think if you're looking at people's profiles online, you might be able to rule out like big things right away.
Right,
you know,
right.
if you have a really strong feeling that you want somebody who's the same religion or
Right.
something like that, you know, but you know, somebody may say, "Oh, I love dogs," and they don't really.
Yeah, it could
Yeah.
be. It could be a guide,
Could be.
a starter,
A starter even.
a starter.
All right, Vincent says he met his wife of 3 years and 2 kids now online. He said it's just the new single scene, nothing more, and probably allows more shy individuals to engage in a conversation of starts. More power to you, Vincent. I think that's cool.
Hey, the Super Bowl set a record number, most viewed event ever in TV, 111 million people. But now we're talking about Tom Brady's wife, Gisele Bundchen, who said afterwards that my husband can't throw the ball and catch it at the same time.
We got to wait on that. We got to save him.
Did you just cut me off?
I did.
Just like that?
But because I'm being told we're out of time for this, we'll save it.
What do you want me to do next?
Just, we both need to
Cooking a home-cooked meal may save you money, but are you really eating healthy? Studies recently show that low-income families are saving money but struggling to make healthy meals. Here today we have Sarah Moulton, chef, cookbook author, and television host to talk about how eating healthy isn't as expensive as you think. Sarah, welcome to the Hampton Roadshow.
Hi, Ariane. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, what did the survey reveal about eating healthy?
Well, it was fascinating. What they found, they interviewed 1,500 families, is that 8 in 10 low-income families is actually cooking dinner at home 5 nights a week, which I think is terrific. And this survey was run by Cooking Matters, a great organization, part of Share Our Strength, and funded by the ConAgra Foods Foundation. And what they found, besides what I just told you, is that this problem with cooking healthy, which these families had, even though they were eating dinner 5 nights a week, had to do with some education. They needed to learn a few things. First and foremost, the only form of healthy fruits and vegetables is not fresh at the supermarket. This is a real eye-opener. Frozen and canned are every bit as nutritious, sometimes more so, especially no added sugar or salt, please, than their fresh counterparts. So don't stay away from vegetables because you can't afford them, or fruits. Go for the canned or the frozen. That was a great thing to learn, and we're hoping to spread that message along with some others. Can I share a few other points?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Well, mainly a lot of it is learning how to shop better. And we all know this. So don't go to the supermarket without a plan. On a weekend, come up with menus for the week, come up with shopping lists, take the shopping lists with you, work off of those shopping lists, and don't go hungry. But when you get there, look at the unit pricing. So, for example, sometimes you think a big bag, oh, that's got to be cheaper because it's bigger than the smaller bag of the same thing. Not necessarily true. And you know what? That big bag might go bad before you use it up anyway. So look at the unit prices. Now, do I have time to tell you about this dish here, which illustrates a lot of points? Okay.
You do.
These are healthy turkey tacos. We started with 1 pound of turkey for 8 people. Seems impossible, right? 1 pound of ground turkey. But here's how we did it. We bulked it up, and this is key, with other things that are healthy. So 1 can of pinto beans that we rinsed, which removes 50% of the sodium. A can of tomatoes, very healthy. Some dried spices. Now, dried spices are cheaper than fresh, last forever, and are a great replacement for salt. And add flavor. It's, you know, at the end of the day, it's got to taste good. We put in some carrots, because carrots are affordable this time of the year. We shredded them in, but you could use any vegetables that you had on hand that you wanted to use up, even frozen again. We are going to finish it with some shredded cheese. Now, interestingly enough, I thought you get cheddar in the block and you grate it yourself. That's cheaper than buying the grated. Not always true. You got to check that unit price. Our lettuce, normally we'd use lettuce, but lettuce is not in season. So you should use fruits and vegetables, the fresh ones. If you're going to use them in season, buy them in season, they'll be more affordable. We're using cabbage, which adds a nice crunch and extra flavor.
I love tacos. I never thought about adding cabbage into that. That's interesting. Sarah, what do you think is keeping people from making healthy meals?
It's this problem with they really like to, but they think it's more expensive. And as I said, fruits and vegetables fresh can be more expensive, but not fruits and vegetables canned or frozen. So that's very important. And planning it's sort of repositioning and shopping better helps you to buy more healthy food. Because you'll be able to.
It's not the big stereotype that if you want to be healthy, you have to spend tons and tons of money. You can just be frugal in that matter, but also still eat healthy and feed your family as well. Do you agree?
It's so possible, and there's so many suggestions. We have this wonderful website that gives you more tips and tricks and recipes like this. These turkey tacos, by the way, you get 2 per person, are only 290 calories per portion, and it took me 15 minutes to make this. So these are great recipes at strength.org/dinnertime.
And on that website, they can find more information, more tips like we showed them this morning.
Right. Can I give you one quick last one?
Yes.
Instead of a sugary drink, whether it be soda or whatever fruit juice, take a good fruit juice like cran raspberry that's healthy and 100% fruit juice to begin with, and stretch it with club soda. So for every cup of juice, add 4 cups of club soda, a little squeeze of lime, lemon, or orange, and wow, suddenly you've got something that's only 80 calories and is healthy and feels special.
All right, some great tips. Thank you so much, Sarah, for talking with us here on the Hampton Road Show.
Okay, Ariane.
All right, still to come on this Sweetheart Week, what started as a friendship at the pool has led these 2 ODU swimmers to the Olympics, and soon a trip down the Altar. A very special romantic wreck on the road is coming up.
All right, and for this week's Tuesday's Taste, our favorite foodie, Patrick Evans Hilton, is here with all things food for Valentine's Day in Hampton Roads. That's coming up.
And don't forget about our pop quiz. You could win an ARE Health Center and Spa half-day spa package. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen.
Hey, we're back.
All right.
It's Sweethearts Week on the Hampton Road Show, and it's time for Tuesday's Taste with Patrick Evans Hilton. It is getting very close to Valentine's Day, so I would imagine there are lots of things to talk about. Candy and baked goods and romantic dinners and things like that. So we got a full report.
Things, yes.
So let's go.
All
Where do
right.
you want to start? You want to start with candy?
Let's start with candy.
Okay.
Candy is dandy.
Tell me about Forbes.
Yeah, I mean, most people think about Forbes and they think about saltwater taffy. But, these folks have been around since 1930. They do a great job. And they have this really, my pick is for chocolates is this really great candy heart that they have. I think we've got a photo there. Look at that. Ooh, who would be disappointed getting something like that? They have a great new store at Hilltop. You can go in. They have all kinds of varieties, all kinds of sizes. This one here is 1.5 pounds of absolute delight, and it's priced at $30.99.
$30, that's good.
That's really good.
And like the good stuff inside.
Because they're all handcrafted, all hand dipped. So it's none of the stuff that's made in Schenectady. No offense to anybody from the Hudson River Valley, but we like to keep it local.
Keep it local, absolutely. Now, we understand there's also a chocolate treat that's interactive.
Yes. And which would that be?
The chocolate fondue for two?
Oh, chocolate fondue. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
That's okay.
Nope. You're absolutely right. It would be interactive, and it is awfully cool. They, if you go to the Royal Chocolate, which is in Town Center, they have these chocolate seatings for two. They give you graham crackers, they give you banana slices, all kinds of things that you can dip in a variety of chocolates, and you can be with your sweetie that way.
Now, many people like to just, some people don't start with dessert, Patrick. They like to actually go out to dinner first before they have dessert. Are we seeing a lot of special menus out there?
We are, and in fact, there's two that are really great coming up. There's one at Cobalt Grill, which I think is absolutely awesome. I love what Chef Alvin does, and he has a prefix menu that has selections from beef Wellington, which he does absolutely fabulous. There's some James River oysters to start off with, or beef carpaccio. He does all kinds of great desserts. Everybody knows him for those wonderful little donuts that are served and everything too. So love Cobalt Grill. You know
what I like that they're doing? Starting the menu on the 10th, because not everyone's going out on Valentine's Day.
That's right, and the same with Schlesinger's, our friends over in Newport News. They also have some great deals also starting on the 10th, which is really great because everybody's going to be out that one night, and maybe you want to stay at home with that box of chocolates or something.
Right. Oh, that suddenly taking a very sad turn.
Well, no, not if you're with somebody. Only if you're watching, Sex in the City and with the box of chocolate by yourself.
All by yourself. No, hey, sometimes that doesn't sound like a bad night at all. But Valentine's Day, it's on a Tuesday night, so I mean, not everybody's going to be able to celebrate. So it's nice that Cobalt and Schlesinger's is recognizing that and starting their menu early, so you can celebrate the weekend before if you have to.
Absolutely.
Wow, that sounds good. Sounds really lobster scampi.
Lobster scampi. Doesn't that say love?
It does. All right, this could be just the ultimate dinner. If you want to have a romantic dinner with your sweetie, but you don't want to be around anybody else.
This is the ultimate. Founders Inn, our friends over at Swan Terrace, has this package that they're calling Heart of the Garden, and they have those beautiful English gardens right outside, overlooking a lake, right outside the restaurant, Swan Terrace, for $750. And I know you say $750, but you get a private evening with the executive chef, with Scott Simpson, who is an outstanding, they'll prepare this beautiful menu. You're out in the garden. They have all these heat lamps and a fireplace going, Dom Perignon, red wine, white wine, town car service to take you there, a chocolate lover's dessert tray brought up to your room later. Absolutely fabulous, and one of a kind, because there's only one package that's being sold.
Only one?
Only one. So call now. Don't delay.
Does the $750 include your stay, or is that just for...
It's just this incredible package.
Sounds pretty incredible. 6-course dinner under the stars, like you said. Oh, wow, that sounds very nice. And just one.
And just so unique. I mean, I don't know of anybody else. I mean, there's so many wonderful special things that's being offered, but what a great package, just that's really tailored for one lucky couple.
You cannot talk about things going on in this area, baked treats and sweets, without talking cupcakes.
Cupcakes, yes. Our friends at Just Cupcakes has some great cupcake pops coming out that are going to be decorated. You can get like a bouquet of them to give away. And if sweet is not your thing, our friends at Carolina Cupcakeries have a meat cupcake.
The beefcake.
The beefcake, yes.
That's what they call it.
You said it with a straight face. And it is basically a cupcake meatloaf that is frosted with mashed potatoes. So something a little different there, yes.
Wow.
And it's about the price of a gourmet burger, actually less. It was under $5. You go, they have them ready, you heat it up, and there you are having your beefcakes and then your box of Forbes chocolates while you're watching Sex and the City.
Again, nothing wrong with that. Nothing sad at all. All right, the Eastern Shore wants you to come check out the wineries.
Yes, Chatham Vineyards, great wineries over there, Chatham, Holly Grove at Chatham. You can spend a special day with winemaker extraordinaire John Winter and sample some really good wines right from the barrel and some wonderful food.
All right, we've got about 20 seconds left, but don't forget about the Samoa Soiree.
Samoa Soiree, love it. The Girl Scouts, some cooking classes at Taste Unlimited, all kinds of great things on my blog. More information.
More information, more detail about the things we talked about too at Patrick Evans. I just called you Patrick Evans.
Yes.
PatrickEvansHilton.com. I'm out of paper. We did it.
All right.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, prom season is rapidly approaching, and if you have a teen shopping for a gown, you won't want to miss our fashion segment. Up next, the folks from Cachet and MacArthur Center will fill us in on this year's prom fashion trends. This is Jenny. All right, welcome back to the Hampton Road Show. Now, if you have a teenager that is getting excited for prom, you know she wants to get the prettiest dress and be the only one wearing it on that special night. We have Brittany Rand, store manager of Cachet at MacArthur Center. She's here to fill us in on formal gown fashion trends for 2012. Brittany, welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Thank you.
So let's talk about what are the trends, colors for prom dresses this season.
Coral, bright colors, definitely bright colors. And we have different silhouettes now, so mermaid gowns are really popular as well.
And I know you brought some models with you. Let's get right to them. Explain what they're wearing. Beautiful.
This is Shaquila. She's got a floral zebra gown. It's a stretch charmeuse strapless dress with front and back tucking, has rhinestone brooch at the bust, and a trumpet skirt. And this dress is $198. It's available in sizes 0 to 14. And any of our dresses we can order for you. And they're available at MacArthur Center Cachet. Her complete look is just $294 with the accessories and the clutch as well.
I love the clutch. It's cute. Just put everything in there and go.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So give us your next model style.
Thanks,
This
Shaquila.
is Jenny. She was going out to commercial break with us.
Yes. This is Jenny. She's in our beaded mermaid gown. This is a strapless taffeta dress with front and back tucking. It has beading and stone empire waist applique and a mermaid skirt. This is $208. Her complete look is just $284. And her dress is available in sizes 0 to 12.
It seems like they're going more simple this year. The gowns are very simple with just earrings and a bracelet and you're ready to go.
Yes, yes. Simple gowns and nice embellishments and details.
Love the color. All right, now the coral, that was the color you were talking about. That is one of the hot colors for this prom season. So girls, here's a coral dress.
Yes, and this is Sarah. She's got on our gorgeous Illusion high-low gown. This is a pleated chiffon dress with crossover bust and sheer paneling. It's a tiered skirt, so it's floor length in the back and knee length in the front, so you can show off a great pair of heels. And her complete look is $376. And her dress is $238 and available in sizes 0 to 12.
That is gorgeous. Does that come in different colors as well? Just
this is the only color it comes in.
But you know, it's one of the hottest colors. So
it is.
It is. All right, our next model, last but not least.
This is Winther. Winther's got on a short dress. It's a bright scroll print dress. It's a strapless chiffon print dress with gold metallic thread. Has a twist at the bust line and a bubble hem. Same thing is available in sizes 0 to 12 and is $198. She's got our wavy rhinestone hoop earrings with matching necklace, and her complete look is $304. And it's great for date night. I know you guys were talking about Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Great for date night and even Valentine's Day night.
Beautiful. Now, while we have all the models come back on, let's talk about how, if girls see some of these dresses, how can they make appointments with you guys, and what is the process like?
All they do is call MacArthur Center Cachet, and we'll set you up for an appointment so you have the store to yourself while shopping for your prom dress, and you don't have to do it on a busy Saturday.
And we were talking, prom dresses aren't what they used to be.
No, not at all.
All right, well, there's one last look at the ladies. We're going to give you some information. Cachet is located at the MacArthur Center in downtown Norfolk. For more information, give the store a call, 628-1020, or you can visit shopmacarthur.com. Ladies, thank you so much. You look beautiful. And Brittany, thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
That's pretty impressive. Takes me back a while. All right, still ahead, Laps of Love meet two local Olympians who have found love and comfort while training to be world-class swimmers. That story is coming up next.
But first, Chef Chris Hill from the Bachelor Kitchen has been working on an easy Valentine's dinner, vanilla saffron tilapia with orzo pasta. He's going to finish it up and show us how to make that tasty cocktail to go with it. Up next. All right, we are back in the buzz, and I did have to shut it down a little bit so we had time for the other things of the show. Right before, we were going to talk about the Giselle Bundchen fumble at the elevator. What are you waiting for?
Can I talk now? You silenced
Time
me.
in.
You muzzled me.
Time in.
Okay. Well, we were talking about Tom Brady's wife, Giselle. After the game, she said that she was caught off guard. She was being heckled, and she turned and said on camera, "My husband cannot blank throw the ball and catch the ball at the same time." So she was throwing some other teammates under the bus.
The receivers.
So we're just wondering, how do you handle that if you're Tom?
Yeah.
Or should she have spoken, or
should she speak now? Should she say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I used a swear word," or "Oh, I didn't mean it," or do they just let it lie? Do you just ignore it? Do you just move on?
You know, nowadays everybody's got a camera and you just don't know what to do. All right, Mike Barnett says, nope, I think she might make it hard for Tom down the road. Ashley White Davis, yes, she was out of line, but she was defending the hubby. It wasn't right, but I understand. The paparazzi were just trying to get under her skin.
All right. Vincent says it was completely out of line. Defend your husband, but do not throw other people under the bus. Remember, he has to go back to work with these fellows, and she doesn't. I know frustration is what it is, but you have to know better. I'm kind of with Vincent on this because it's not like she is not a celebrity in her own right. So I'm a little surprised that, you know, the cameras, the reporters, I mean, I hate to say it, but they were trying to get her to do that. I mean, they were heckling her, hoping she would have a reaction that they could catch. So, Fans were, okay, yeah. Cookie says the fans were heckling her. So you would think that she would have had a lot of practice tuning it out.
She's from Brazil, right? Brazilians. Maybe she doesn't understand the game as much as American fans. Maybe she doesn't understand that it's a team sport and you win and lose as a team, and you just don't do that.
You really think she's married to Tom Brady and doesn't understand the game?
It's very possible.
Okay. All right, I'm talking about like the game of being, you know, in public and tuning it out, like that game.
Well, she
you know?
very well know how to play that game.
All right, well, don't hate
She's
the
a
player.
supermodel.
Don't hate the player.
All right.
She has millions of dollars.
And wings.
Yeah. All right. Back in the kitchen with Chef Chris Hill from the Bachelor Kitchen. We've been working on our vanilla saffron tilapia with orzo pasta, and we're going to show you that tasty after dinner drink. What did you do between the breaks?
While we were gone, all right,
Yeah.
I added the cream to this. Once it reduced, you can see it's got really nice and thick.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and add that saffron,
all right.
By the end of the show, it's going to be really beautiful.
Just
nice
stir that
orange.
in. It's going to turn an orangey
Yeah,
color.
it'll basically
Isn't it crazy how just those little sprinkles will turn the whole dish?
And it costs like $100.
Okay.
The fish is done. I just seared it for about 2-3 minutes on each side.
Okay.
And then right now I have some orzo pasta that's been here about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and strain out this water.
Okay.
Or actually, I have chicken broth here, about 4 to 6 cups.
That was, oh, okay, that was in the
orzo pasta.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to strain all this water out, or the broth. And then,
like little rice.
Yeah, little rice.
When it was dry. Okay.
It makes a really great cold salad too
pasta.
if you want to chill it and you can keep it in the fridge.
Okay.
We're going to put that right back in. And then if I can borrow that for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to pour a little bit of this in here. So
You
it's
need a
almost
spatula?
like nah, we're good.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
just a little bit. Okay.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then the rest we're going to pour over the top of the fish. But then what we'll do is we'll toss this together and it'll almost be like a little pasta sauce.
Ah. I've never had orzo pasta.
It's really good.
First time for everything. Okay.
It's really nice.
And you said you could serve it chilled too.
Yeah,
like
I should be doing it at the restaurant all the time.
All right.
Here we have actually we're also going to add the spinach, sorry. A little, you have to put some beans in there
Into the
somewhere,
pasta.
Right? Yep, it's all going to wilt down together.
So that will wilt down too?
Yep.
Ah, I like that.
Yeah, we'll see how it looks in a couple minutes.
All right, again, if you want this recipe, we're going to have this on our website, or just hit Chris up and
That's right.
he can
Either
help
way.
you make it for you. All right,
That's
so
right.
you can't have a meal without having an after-dinner cocktail.
And maybe you have it beforehand, lighten the mood ahead. Hopefully Valentine's, somebody of these care about you.
Yeah,
know
hopefully you
pretty
don't have to lighten the mood for your Valentine's.
That's
but
right.
If you do, boom, here it is.
It's a little play on peach Bellini. Obviously champagne goes so well with Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of peach in here with some ice. And then I have some sweet tea vodka, which is kind of came out around that
Okay.
2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
It's a little bit of peach schnapps.
Okay.
And then some sour mix. And then what we'll do is we'll shake that together. And then we'll put some champagne here in the bottom of
so
these
put it in
glasses.
Okay. Ah,
And then
so
we'll-
you don't add the champagne into
That's
the mix.
right.
Okay.
And then we'll put it right on top. That'll be really
And you have
nice.
the garnish, of course, with the peach.
The garnish, the peach. I'm from Georgia. We have to
Yeah,
stick to
same peach. Now, of course, if they don't have the shaker at home, you could just
Get
stir
creative
it.
like I did. Yeah.
And so, okay, well, let's plate. Let's see what one looks
Okay,
like.
let's
All
do
right,
it.
how you're going to do this. The presentation is key.
It sure is.
This
And
looks
the
good.
presentation isn't quite there because the spinach.
Oh, we got to get the spinach wilted.
But
Okay.
it's close enough. It's close
Well,
enough.
tell me what else you've been working on. Besides, I know with the cookbooks, you're getting that underway.
The challenge is really refining recipes so that once they're out there, people buy your book and they actually believe in the recipes, you know? And so I'm just going to go ahead and throw some of this on here. But we'll put a little bit on the bottom there.
All right.
And I'm going to also get creative here with
Okay, we've got about
the
20
fish.
seconds
All right,
to plate that.
I only need 10.
This looks pretty simple.
There we go. And then just a little bit of
On
sauce
top.
on top.
If that doesn't say Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day,
Valentine's
I don't
Day.
know what does. There it is.
And roses, guys.
Yeah, there you go. All right, thank you, Chef. We'll come over and taste this at the end of the show when we're done. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, it's Tuesday. That means it's time for this week's edition of Wreck on the Road.
That's
and
right.
You're keeping with the sweetheart theme.
Yes, we are. I found a couple of lovebirds who just so happen to be teammates, not just for Old Dominion swimming, but also for the Olympic teammates for their native country of Iceland. Today we meet Erla and Arnie on Wreck on the Road. They are swimming teammates at Old Dominion and Olympic teammates for their native country of Iceland. But you can also add this title, fiancé, to both Erla Haraldsdottir and Arnie Arneson.
It helped me a lot. We came together and we had each other, so you get less lonely and miss home less.
Erla and Arnie met at a swim meet as youngsters growing up in Iceland. Their relationship grew as time went on and only got stronger as they competed for Iceland at the 2008 Summer Olympic Games in Beijing.
It was a great experience. It's the best experience I've ever had. It was amazing.
I would say the opening ceremony was really, really intense and just amazing feeling to walk in that field. But also when I had my race, I was like, you know, looked at the pool and I was up on the screen and just, you know, enjoyed that moment to swimming.
It was there at the Athletes Village that Arnie proposed to Erla.
It was one of the nights during the competition. We were staying in the Olympic Village. It was beautiful. We were outside, sunset. I don't know. It was magical.
Did you get down on a knee?
Yeah, kind of.
Longtime ODU swim coach Carol Withus recruited the pair with help through the internet. She says having two international swimmers who are both nationally ranked elevates the entire swim team.
Absolutely. It elevates the other swimmers in and out of the pool too, because they really have learned how to carry themselves and what it's like to be a world-class athlete. People are looking at you in different ways, and so the other kids in our team have had the opportunity to definitely learn from that experience.
And while we're talking sweethearts this week before Valentine's Day, here's what they had to say about each other in their native tongue, Icelandic.
Hann mjög jákvæður, brosmildur og skemmtilegur.
What's that?
He's really positive, he smiles a lot and is funny.
Hún frábær stelpa. Hún er góð. Hún stutt við bakið á mér.
What'd you just say?
She's just great. She has helped me a lot. We help each other do great things.
All right, these two are super fast in the pool, very accomplished. Arneson holds 4 Old Dominion swim records, has been named the CAA Swimmer of the Year 2 times, and will probably add another this year. There is no doubt that they will make the Olympics again this year for Iceland. The Summer Games will be here before you know it, and you can catch the action right here on WAVY TV 10, starting with the opening ceremony on July 27th. The Games run through the closing ceremony on August 12th. I guess you could say our Olympic coverage is underway.
I guess.
Nice.
That's a really cool story.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you know, they're from Iceland, and it's very uncomfortable with English and doing interviews like that, but they were great to play
They did
along.
great.
Did
They
fine.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great job.
Yeah, they were good.
Good swimmers too. All right. All right, let's take a look at the pop
Yes,
quiz
let's go.
and see what we got.
I'm ready.
All right, 300
Here we go.
We
soldiers.
didn't need to read it.
Green and gold, local education, founded in 1935.
Norfolk State
Norfolk State, what?
University.
No.
Spartans?
Well, yeah, there you go. Norfolk
you go.
State. Norfolk State Spartans.
You had her
Yep.
there for a second, man. You had her.
I have to ruin it for her, you know?
Norfolk State Spartans, yeah, because, you know, the movie 300. So, you did great.
Yeah, way to go.
Just need to go the extra
Way to go,
mile
double
there.
A.
The one I get out of
Double
8
A.
months. They're like, no. All right, I knew it was Norfolk State, guys. Spartans. That's the
You did good.
mascot. Tracy tried it.
You get full credit.
I got it. All right. I'm trying to go eat in the kitchen. You guys want to come?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Chef Chris Hill.
Let's
come
do
with
it.
us. We'll be back. Doing the happy dance over here. This is delicious. It's light. It's good. And I've never had the orzo pasta, but it's really, really good.
Not gonna have garlic
It's great.
breath. Around
Not only
today.
that,
There you go.
key to that, and of course the after dinner drink, the cocktail, which you can try. We'll have that on our website. Chef Chris Hill from the Bachelor Kitchen. Hit him up on Facebook because on Valentine's Day you're doing the singles
Next
mingle
Tuesday.
or
Yep.
your little mixer.
Doing good for everybody who anybody interested. Just hit me up. Let me know.
Now,
Cool.
what happens
Very
if
good.
you meet the love of your life? What happens to the Bachelor Kitchen?
I think my parents would be really happy.
Well, you'd have to change the name, right? You'd have to be
Yeah.
like the couple's kitchen or something
Yeah.
adorable like
Yeah,
that.
we'll figure it out.
The two bachelors kitchen.
He's like, that chance.
There you go. Hey, I want to thank Brittany also from Cachet at MacArthur Center. Prom fashions are in, so teens, if you're trying to find your gown, look now because it's coming up.
Gonna go
So I want to
quick.
thank her
Some
definitely
great
for coming
styles.
on. Yeah, some great
Yeah,
styles.
it's really pretty. And Patrick Evans Hilton, of course, had the lowdown on all things, you know, sweet treats, romantic dinners, things like that. We'll put his blog at thehamptonroadshow.com. That's where we're going to hang out until we see you tomorrow.
And thanks to Earl and Arnie for playing along with this week's Wreck of the Road.
Yes, Sweethearts Week continues. We have, what, 3 more days?
Yeah, tomorrow, Postcard from Hampton Roads, the Commodore Theater in Portsmouth, a romantic place to have dinner and a movie all at the same time.
We'll see you later. Have a great morning, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.